Hello, exiles. Welcome back to SSF. Still playing the Lich using chaos spells. We're up to level 88. Not a lot of intelligence, not a lot of mana, not a lot of anything else, but we're still playing the build. We had a little hiccup here and there. As you can see, our life pool is full, so we have to go through the dance of getting back to low life. Thankfully, it doesn't take long. And now we store that life pool. We're trying to get up to level 90. The current skill tree setup would only have a larger power boost here with level 89. And who knows, maybe we can reshuffle something when we get to 90 to get one additional, maybe get this one, get a node. We're still missing an ascendancy. We didn't get around to it. I think necromantic conduit should be the choice, but I don't know. This chaos explosion also would be useful against packs, against maps. Price of power doesn't really help us. Maybe crystalline phylactery. More mana, cost of skills. If you have no energy shield, we do plan on having energy shield for a long time. Let me just figure out this inventory. We're still picking up a lot of different types of gear for the rest of the builds. Cool, but not. So here's another at city. Let's try for a better roll. This one, we corrupted it and it has done nothing. Well, oh yeah, that's 15%. I'm not gonna use a divine on it. So I forgot to socket it, but never mind, the corruption didn't do anything. And the breath of the mountains, cute, but we're not going to use them. Okay, maybe we do. I mean, there are changes since last time we went over the build. I believe this is a new ring. A little less cast speed than before. Lots of added damage to attacks that we can't use, but it has the 4 affixes we need: mana, cast speed, intelligence, and mana regeneration rate. I think this is the best you can do in SSF. This one is missing mana regeneration rate and intelligence, but instead it has some lightning resistance and fire resistance, which is also nice. I think we've changed the boots. We're now using something with some movement speed, with a little less chaos resistance. The same focus with +2 to all level spells. The same amulet with +2 to all spell skills. And the same... Well, I think this is a new one. Actually, it was taken from our other chaos build. +4 to all spell skills, which is a max roll, turns out. The increased cast speed and the increased spell and chaos damage, they do add up. They add up to I believe these are the same numbers that we saw on our monk on our Cheyula. 13,000 on Essence Drain, 80,000 on Hex Blast. And at the time, those numbers were good enough to run maps. But what we're going to do today, since there's not a lot of experience to waste, not a lot of experience to lose on death, we're gonna go for the trial. For the trial of the second Maz, we cannot go through the Chaos Trials, the Flying Blood Boss again. Will eat us for lunch, or any other meal of his choice. So let's pick up trials for... I don't think there's any reason to try and do anything less than level 80. There shouldn't even be less than level 80. So the seals here, they give us honor resistance, maximum honor, and increased defenses. Wherever possible, wherever, you know, where we don't have the additional perfect affixes, yeah, we just go for maximum honor, increased defenses. These were other options, increased max life, move speed, but also the trial of the second Maz is much easier for an energy-based build because we go in with, look, 6.5k energy shield. And we're up to 9.5, and let's give it a chance to... and 70,000 honor. That's a lot. We didn't see where that went, so we're just gonna go blind.
I need more time.
Also, having blink on a weapon swap or on your main skill, if you're running it as a main skill, is helpful. You don't need to do anything else except make sure they don't follow you into the map area. So yeah, your first set of rooms here in the Sekima trials will always have a downside, will always have an affliction. It's quite impossible to figure out which one is worst, which one is best. You just have to go with gut feeling. For example, this one can still help us get to the last chambers in any other order. This one as well. This one will ignore this part of the map, and I don't really like fiendish wings. Things going faster, moving faster, attacking faster is not a good idea. Trade prices, sure, when you go to complete the trial on the full 4 trials, you get a lot of... Now, we do have a lot of honor, and we do have a lot of honor resistance, but we shouldn't just waste it like that. If we can, we should try not to hit any trap. And if we can, we should just try to run away. I don't remember this map. I believe we have to go through here and go around those... We can go around the closed doors. And once we're here, hopefully nothing follows us too far into the...
Wither away.
We were not lucky. We've got an elite. We have to get rid of the elite. The elite can make it so that we fail the trial right here. So, I'll keep going through the trial. I think I'll try and steer clear of gauntlet trials, which is one of the... is a trial that is a trial type like we just completed, where you have to find the exit. And I think we'll make some... We'll show the fights against the floor bosses, and if we get there, hopefully we get there against the rock. With this overall damage number, we should be okay against the rock. We'll just have to see. So meet you at the boss. So here we are, going up against the first floor boss. We were a bit unlucky with the afflictions. We have blunt sword, but 40% less damage. Not sure just how long we'll have to spend against the boss with 40% less damage, but let's give it a try. And a hex blast here and there. We're going to try and stick close to the boss if we can, so that the withering presence is taking effect. And now we gotta move away. Looks like 1 million damage in about half a minute, maybe longer, 40 seconds. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad either. So I'll try and get to the next boss, and let's meet back up there. So we've reached the boss of the second floor. The two ancient guardians. Let's see how we can handle them. Okay. They hit like minivans, but it still hits. Okay. What's going on there? We're not sure. There's a lot of... Something is dying. Something is dying. Something has died. And we've only lost 2,000 honor. I remember first time I ran Sekama in 0.1. 2,000 honor was the maximum I could reach. You know, I wasn't aware of the energy shield to honor conversion back then. And now looking at it, we're wasting 2,000 honor just because we can. So floor 2 is down. I don't expect the Sand Mother to put up much of a fight. She's going to have a lot of you know, immunity and invulnerability time because of the whole hiding in the ground. But hopefully we'll get there with not too many more important afflictions. The traps deal increased damage. You can just take your time and not step into traps. We did lose the blunt sword. We were lucky. Still have the Hairfoot and Scrying Crystal and this major boon, which I really hope we won't be in a situation to use it. But I'll try and get to the next boss, and I'll meet you back there. We're up to the third boss, Shar the Sand Mother. Her attacks are pretty telegraphed, except for this situation where she wants to run around the grass, the sand. We're not doing that bad on the damage, or is it that a shard doesn't really have too much life pool? Could be that the shard doesn't have a lot of life. Yeah. I'm not gonna step on... I'm gonna try not to step on any of these triggers and just patiently wait for the boss to come up and be damageable again. 51%. I was looking at the debuff numbers. Despair is removing 51% of the boss's, of the enemy's chaos resistance. And I am pretty happy to stay at a distance while the boss is doing that. Okay, let's just run around, wait for the boss to return. It did get a good hit in. Once again, 2000 honor. Some random uniques.
Perhaps you can challenge them if you can find them.
Right, so if we want to, we could respec to something else right now, to any other type of witch ascendancy. I'm not planning to do that just now. I really want to see how far can the Lich go, because this should be a staple of the build. I'm still wrapping my build around it because, as you can see, I'm spending energy shield. It's not recharging but once I start using it again, it still stops. It's kind of fuzzy for me. So it's not going to be a situation like where I can spam stuff. Of course, I don't have enough mana. A situation where I can spam my spells and have my energy shield keep to 99%. Which... yeah, I don't know. I'll keep looking into it. So, last leg of the trial, we have to find Zarok and try and defeat him. See you there. Alright. Here we are at facing Zarok's portal, and soon to find him and meet him in battle.
I shall enact your fate.
Thank you. I really want my fate enacted.
This only ends one way.
Okay. The only way this ends is if we just take care and be careful at whatever projectiles are coming our way, so we don't just face tank everything. Not at this stage,
This only
at
ends
least.
one way.
There will be situations where we have to face tank stuff.
Watch your step.
Okay, those are the... Standing right here doesn't really seem to send a lot of damage our way, which is okay.
Rid yourself of your delusions.
And now I think that's
You
the...
are not
yeah.
in control. There can be
The
no
mine of
escape.
flying balls.
The sands of time.
Now we have
wait
to
for no
go
one.
for the mechanic. Sure, let's go for the mechanic. We do have the extra move speed from the random
Faith.
bonus.
Your faith is
So-
small victory, but your war
We should
is
be okay.
nothing.
As long as the
Rid
despair is
yourself of your delusions.
up on the boss, it seems like we're doing a lot of damage. I mean,
This
comparing
only ends one way.
to
Nothing.
when the boss is not dispelled. So maybe
Was late.
let's take it slower, get some mana, make sure the boss is dispelled before trying to deal more damage.
This only ends one way.
I guess it's
Return.
okay when the boss doesn't really do enough damage and it doesn't really have too much
Yourself of your delusions.
HP. I wasn't actually expecting Zarok to be... I didn't remember Zarok to be weaker than the map boss. And I don't know what that slow moving...
The sands of time wait for no one.
Okay, so let's see, how do we get this done? This way,
Fate,
this way.
peacemaker. Fate, your fate.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zarok. Were you trying to say something and I was interrupting your dialogue? Okay, we have been frozen in time.
You are not in control.
I'm not even sure if
No escape.
at this time I'm not sure if we hit him with anything because I only care about not getting hit.
Escape.
I'm hoping that everything we've done up until now is good enough to defeat Zarok. And it was. And the random bullet coming up. He gives us a divine orb. That's cute. A seal relic. I guess I'll just pick up the quarterstaff and the quiver. Who knows? Maybe something there. But we came here for this. And now we have to think about it. So let's just go with a simple necromantic conduit for maximum mana. Yeah, maximum mana and necromantic conduit. So we have unholy might. We entered the trials with 13k damage on essence drain. Right now we're at 23% with the buffs. That's not
Use that well.
I'll go and use my keys and we'll meet back up in the hideout and see just how much damage that ascendancy node gives us. So yeah, the rewards were not very many. We did find some time lost jewels, a lot of relics. I'll go through them, see if anything. But yeah, we're up to 15k. Let's just see that. Yeah, we remember right. 13k without the ascendancy 15 with the ascendancy. This also is a big chunk of damage, but I'm still wondering about the situation where my energy shield recharge is much stronger than what I'm wasting here, and I wonder if it's this ascendancy that doesn't really say what it does, because it says spending energy shield does not interrupt recharge, and you've just seen it interrupt my recharge. No inherent mana. I don't think I have anything in my recharge in my skill tree, selected in my skill tree, that affects energy shield recharge as a mechanic. I just have improvements to its value, so I will still we'll try together to unspec these, especially the event horizon, and see if that's what's making that behavior. That's what's giving us that behavior, that we're losing energy shield and we're not gaining it back up. Losing event horizon is a lot of DPS. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Meanwhile, I'll just respec it, and also specification. So we're down to 12, 16, 1500. A really nice tooltip here on Hex Blast of 100,000 DPS, but we all know that's not 100,000 DPS. It's 66,000 on a hit is good, but it's not. You can't do it every 1.68 seconds. So, well, actually, every 0.6 seconds. If you could do this every 0.6 seconds, you'd have a much better time. I'll just take a spell damage and freeze threshold, cold damage and freeze threshold, critical hit chance for spells, increased cast speed, faster start of energy shield recharge. Two of the nodes there are useful for us. Notables and notables. So, do we have any jewel slot where we're selecting notables and we can use this? No, that's one node. 0 nodes. 2 nodes. None. Cool. Increased chaos damage on small nodes, increased elemental, notable, passive, grant 1% of damage taken from mana before life. Another cute tech. Since we have the 25%, well, it's 10% damage, bypasses energy healed, and 10% here 20, and 5% here 25, yeah. So that's 25% damage reduction, and if we were to take, not Mind Over Matter, but add this type of jewels of percent damage taken from mana before life, wouldn't really help, because you'd get the full amount of damage into mana, and you're wasting the ability to do damage reduction. So yeah, let's not make this episode any longer than it must be. We've achieved our last ascendancy, got a pretty sizable power boost. Maybe I'll add some perfect jeweler's orbs for dark effigy, and take a closer look at what the other build was doing. See if I need to run 6 links. Well, yeah, 6 links. That's an old reference. Either way, thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure having you here. Ariadne doesn't really care if you watched or not. She's a witch, a lich. If you follow the narrative for this character, for the voice lines of this character, she's a bit of a bitch. But never mind. She's strong now. She's a lich. She can do whatever she wants. She has the power to do whatever she wants, so she can treat people however she wants, right? Right. Goodbye, exiles. See you next time.